Hello everyone, it's Becky Bamboo. Today is Wednesday, May 28th, 2014. Actually, my son's 21st month birthday is today, so he will turn 2 in 3 months, which, whew, you guys, where did this time go? It's like a blinking of an eye and your baby becomes not a baby anymore. In fact, we had to transition to more of a toddler bed, like a day bed. This last week, and I'm really struggling with that. I am so struggling with that. You know, there's something that laying your child into a crib still makes him feel like a baby, but when he gets into his own bed and out of his own bed, he's not so much a baby anymore. It's crazy. So anyway, I figured it's been a while. Time to update. There's a few things on my mind lately that I want to talk about. First of all, update on my back. I am still having back pain. It is getting better. I don't even know the last video I did. It might have been a couple weeks ago when I got my first set of transforaminal epidural injections at L4-5 and L5-S1. But I don't really remember. So here's the deal. The first set of epidurals I had 2 weeks ago did me a lot of good. I think I probably would say I got between 35 and 40% benefit in reduction of pain with those. That might not seem a lot to some of you, but anybody who's had back pain can probably relate to how glorious it is to get 35 or 40% of reduction in pain, because I have pain 24 hours a day. So I went yesterday and I had a repeat of those same injections done. They're just same levels, same injection. It's all on the right hand side because most of my pain is on my right side and in my right leg. And I can already say today is the day after, and usually the day after I feel just absolutely terrible. I think some of it's a mental thing, and I think some of it is just, you have a lot of, like, the injections hurt. There's no other way to say it. They hurt. So my back is very tender at the sites of the injections. In fact, just rubbing anything across it causes pain. But the actual back pain itself, the deep down inside back pain, I can tell already it's feeling better. So I expect to have a good result. Typically for me, what I've noticed with epidurals is between day 3 post-injection and day 7. If I'm going to have benefit, that's the window that it happens in. And usually what happens is it starts at like day 3. And each day, I notice it gets a little bit better until we get to day 7. And then it's pretty much at day 7, it's as good as it's going to get from that injection. So that's what happened last time. But really, it was like day 3 through 5. I noticed the change, and then I didn't get much after that. So I'm already noticing a change today, which is really a good sign for me. This injection was not nearly as painful as the last because I had a lot less inflammation in my epidural space, which is also a good sign because I have had some major inflammation going on in that area that when you have so much inflammation and you have an epidural done, it sucks. There's no other way to say it. It's very painful. So this one was not nearly as painful, and even the doctor said on x-ray everything looked a lot better. So that was good. So everything's kind of working together again, and I feel like maybe I'm going to get on top of this pain again. So, you know, that's all been very good. I still have pain in my tailbone, but I think I have some kind of funky condition with that, which is something that I talked to my doctor about. And for that, there's just not a lot we can do. It's just kind of like, it doesn't hurt all the time. It just kind of like comes and goes depending on what activity I've done. So we're kind of I'm not really all that concerned about it. I think once I get on top of the back pain and the leg pain, that other stuff's not going to really bother me nearly as much. I think I'm just super sensitive to all of it right now because I'm just hurting so much all the time. So anyway, that's that. You might notice that my hair is starting to look a little shaggy, a little different. I had decided I'm going to let my hair grow. I haven't had long hair since I got married, which was in October of 2009. So my 5-year wedding anniversary is coming up in October. And, you know, I've been thinking a lot about that lately. Thinking a lot about what all has happened in the last 5 years of my life. and not only in my life, but in mine and my husband's lives, because everything that has happened to us together. I've had weight loss surgery. I've devoted my life to becoming a better, newer me, better me, stronger me, faster me, skinnier me, the whole thing. And I've done that. I've gotten pregnant. I've gone through pregnancy, had a baby, who is going to be 2 before long. And we have separated and gotten back together. So it's been a very big roller coaster of everything under the sun. We've had financial crisis. We've had jobs that we've lost and got new jobs, and you name it, we've done it in these last 5 years. And so I was just thinking a lot about how proud I am of us. I don't want to say we're in a great place, but we're in a good place. We're really in a good place. We're really fighting for each other. And I think that's what is important, is that we're both trying to put into this marriage, and therefore we're both getting something out of this marriage. And I think that our son is benefiting from that, and I think each of us individually is benefiting from that. So I'm just really proud of us. So I started thinking about, I want to do something to celebrate that when October rolls around. I don't know what to do. I would love if anybody could start, I'm not a creative person. That's not my forte. That's not what I've been blessed with. So I put it out there to all of my friends to help me be creative and come up with something to do that's cheap to celebrate our accomplishment. And I think it is an accomplishment. 5 years of marriage is not easy, folks. It's not. And actually, we will have been together going on 12 years when our anniversary comes. So we have been together far longer than we've actually been married. But even 5 years of marriage is nothing to bat your eyes at. I think it's a struggle, and it's trying to always reinvent yourself and your lives to keep everybody interested and happy. And it's difficult. It's really difficult. So I'm proud of us. So those, any suggestions anybody has for what can we do to just honor ourselves and honor each other, and not I don't want to throw a big ass wedding vow renewal thing or anything like that. I probably will dig out my wedding dress and put it on, because it always is a oh my god thing for me, because I was 400 pounds, over 400 pounds when I got married. I would love to see myself in a wedding dress that fit, but I'm not going to go and do any of that kind of stuff for our 5 year. I probably, I've thought about having somebody really pin my dress together for me so that it's fitted appropriately from the front, and take some photos like that, which I may do, because I have a friend who's a photographer. So I may try to talk her into something like that. But other than that, I really don't know what we will do to celebrate. So the one thing, I guess, where I'm going with this with relation to my hair is that my husband has always loved long hair on me. I had long hair when we met. I cut it cut off, and then before we got married, that was the one thing he asked for. Please grow your hair out for our wedding. So I did. I grew it out, and then the week after we got married, I chopped it right back off. So the other thing with the hair. So I'm letting my hair grow for him in some way, because I think that's something I can do for him. It doesn't cost me anything. It's not going to be long by October, but it's just the process, and that he sees that I'm kind of doing it for him, so to speak. The other thing is that those of you who have not had kids probably don't realize that pregnancy changes your hair a lot. Some people's hair gets really thin that used to have really thick hair. Some people go the other way. Some people used to have super curly hair, and now it's flat straight. Some people have straight hair and then it becomes curly. It changes it a lot. So I used to have very thin, fine hair. And pregnancy, what it did was give me a lot more texture. It's a lot more coarse now. Not to say that it's, I don't have a full head of hair. It's still very fine, thin. I guess it's thin, but it's coarse. I don't have a lot of it, but what I have is coarse. So I haven't seen myself with long hair, number one, ever since I've lost all my weight. So slender face, all of this like crazy collarbones, neck stuff that I have now. I've never seen like long hair with it, so I kind of just anxious to see what that looks like. Also, I just want to see, does it look any different now because it's got different texture to it, and is it going to do different stuff? Like, that was part of why I cut it off to begin with, is because it was so thin and fine that when it had no volume to it, so it was always just really flat. And I do have natural curl in my hair, which I think is still there, because I had to I had to get out this little piece of equipment, which I haven't seen in about 3 years, a flat iron, because my hair is got curl in it, and as it's growing here, it's like there's areas that are getting like this weird waviness going. So I do think the curl is still with my hair. So I just want to see what it's going to do. So this is kind of just an experiment. You guys know me. You know that like every other day I decide to change my hair. Like I went red and I hated it. So now I went and put some blonde highlights in yesterday. The red has really faded to more of like a coppery color, which I kind of like. So I'm kind of digging where I'm at. Everybody keeps complimenting me that they like my hair a little bit longer like this, and that it looks really cute. So I'm just rolling with it, you know. I know it's going to hit a point here before long where I'm going to have to go get it trimmed and kind of start shaping it somehow. But until that time comes, I'm just going with it. So that's kind of why I look all shaggy today. It's not, I mean, I did do my hair today, but it's just like at a point where it doesn't do much, because it's, you know, we're out of the zone of being able to spike it up, and we're not yet in a zone of really being able to do much else with it. You know, I'm not to like a headband phase. I'm not to like needing hair clips yet or any of that stuff. So I'm kind of just going with it. So the other thing, I got what, 3 minutes to talk about this. I have really been thinking a lot more about plastic surgery. It's been like haunting me almost. It's in my head a lot. So I'm trying to start brainstorming a way to come up with a way to finance this. I don't think I'm really in a place that I can get a loan to do this. Financially, we're just not there. So has anybody done any kind of like... what do you want to call it? Fundraising, I guess, to fund plastic surgery? And if so, how did you start? Where did you go? How successful were you? I'm just interested to see what people's thoughts are. My best girlfriend is... who has become my best girlfriend is one of my coworkers, and the more that she's gotten to know me and seen what this effect has had on me, I think she really would like to see me get, really what needs to go for me is my abdomen. I'm okay with my arms, I'm okay with my legs, I'm okay with not having any boobs, but I'm not okay with this belly that hangs down past my pubic area. I'm not okay with having to do a weightlifting routine every time I want to shave. It's not fun. I don't get rashes. I don't get, skin breakdowns. So I don't have that on my favor to try to push an insurance company to pay for it. So I'm just kind of trying to explore what kind of ideas anybody else has used and what has worked. I would like to fund some of it myself, but I know that I can't afford to do all of it. I quite frankly don't even know how much a paniculectomy is going to cost me. I haven't gotten to that point where I'm ready to go even talk to a plastic surgeon, because I'm afraid if I do, then I'm going to be like obsessive over it and very upset that I can't do it immediately. So I'm kind of trying to figure out money before I go that route. So anybody out there have any suggestions for a poor, hard-working nurse, full-time nurse, full-time mom that has lost over 200 pounds, would like to just get her belly removed? I would be happy to hear whatever suggestions anybody could come up with. So that's your mission. That and the how to celebrate a 5th year wedding anniversary. So anyway, I miss you guys. I love you guys. I hope everybody's doing really good, and I will see you all soon. Mwah!